So I'm one of the site leads for the United Downs UTES follower site. So my role in Push It is to understand the kind of geological conditions around our geothermal site and understand whether the mines in that geology will be available for use as a UTES site in the future. We have the UK's first deep geothermal site here in Cornwall. So we have a deep production well that goes down to just over 5 kilometres, and we have a shallow injection well at just over 2 kilometres. So we produce hot water from 5 kilometres, re-inject in 2 kilometres, and that hot water is used to generate electricity. It has waste heat associated with it, so we have the potential to offtake heat for a supplier. Obviously in the winter we have high demand on that heat, and in the summer there's lower demand. So the idea is that we use the mines surrounding our site. So Cornwall is well known for its mining heritage. We have a World Heritage Site for mining activities down here, and we have mines neighbouring our geothermal site. So we're interested to see if it would be possible to store excess heat from our deep geothermal site in the surrounding mines to better meet that seasonal demand.
The mines that we are looking at, the bulk of this mining was done in the kind of mid to late 1800s, meaning that it's quite difficult to assess the conditions that the mine is in. In the present day, we've had difficulty in accessing specific open shafts or safely installing monitoring equipment. So largely I think access to these mines, data availability and questions over ownership, governance and sort of regulation are kind of challenges to overcome in this particular project.
One of the issues we have in Cornish mines is they're vast and they're interconnected. So it's hard to isolate a section of the mine to work on a mine water heating project. So that's been part of our feasibility study as well, to conduct a wider hydrological survey in the area to understand exactly how vast these mine systems are and how likely it is that we could section off an area to use for an UTES project.
We hope that through the Push It project, the benefits will be a number of stakeholders across Cornwall, whether it be the customers. So lots of Cornwall right now is off the gas grid, and we have very little heat networks across the UK, let alone in Cornwall. The housing stock is generally quite properties of quite high age. They're difficult to retrofit, and they rely on either electric heating or gas and oil bottles that you have brought to your site. So if we can sort of decarbonise and also hopefully in the future reduce the pricing for this heat, the customers will benefit. But we also hope that other stakeholders across Cornwall benefit from the Push It project. We are at a very different stage in kind of geothermal development in the UK and in Cornwall to other countries involved in the project, and we have very little geothermal developments and especially very little developments in metalliferous mines. There are some developments in coal mines in the northeast of the UK and in Scotland, but yeah, there are very few mine water geothermal projects. I think with only one installation in Cornwall, which is a small installation in a single shaft. So we hope that the results of the Push It project won't only help our developments in the future, but will allow other companies and other stakeholders to actually start to install similar schemes across the county.
Cornwall's an incredibly rural area, and a lot of people depend on heating that's off the national gas grid. So we have a lot of domestic heating oil, LPG. We're starting to get more individual heat pump systems online. But I think it would be, it's worthwhile investigating the potential to use what's already beneath our feet to store and produce heat.